Libras, happy birthday to all the Libras in the collective. Hopefully you are doing well and you're not letting any type of drama bring you down. Hey. And all my partners stop and stare at you. Libras, you turning heads. You turning heads, baby. You get the attention. It's the tattoo on your back and that brand new Louis bag. I feel like people is just checking you out. They looking you up and down from head to toe, Libra. Yes. Can't get you off my mind. You're like my favorite song. They can't get you off their mind, Libra. You're like their favorite song. Baby. They just want to be your man or your woman. Take it as it resonates. Hey. This is Lloyd featuring Lil Wayne, Girls Around the World. Yeah, baby, and they checking you out. They looking you up and down. They see your Louis bag. They see your red bottoms. Yes. And it causes a lot of conflict. You got conflict, drama, competition, right in the middle of your spread, Libra. Yes. Now I'm thinking about Cardi B. Queen Libra herself, baby. Is she the drama? Yes, she is the drama, baby. It's drama. It's drama. Let me go on and pause this. All night long, 'cause I just want to be your man. Somebody wants to be your man, Libra. Somebody wants to be your woman. Take it as it resonates, but they are checking you out. They're looking you up and down from head to toe. People is jealous, hating, competing. Baby, the drama is real. Like I said, I just got Cardi B, Queen Libra herself. She is the drama, baby. She is spilling all the tea. Baby, Page of Swords. Exposing shit, spilling the tea. Clocking the tea. Is that what they saying now? Clock that tea? Baby, the tea is being brewed, clocked, drinking, all that shit. Alright, but let me first of all say, Libra, that I cuss. I cuss like a sailor. So if cursing is something that you prefer not to entertain, if it's something that offends you, you may want to return to Tarot Universe to find a tarot reader that is more suited to your liking, because I'm still going to fucking do it. I'm passionate about my shit, and it may just come out in a vulgar way. So again, if cursing offends you in any type of way, this will not be the reading for you, Libra. Please return to Tarot Universe again to find a tarot reader that is more suited to your liking. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that, as long as you're getting what you want and require from your tarot reading. Yes. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I am not offended. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. I just encourage you to take what resonates and leave the rest for who it's for. Like I said, this is a collective reading for the Libras in the collective, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm talking to all different types of Libras. So everything may not resonate. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay? Thank you very much. Let me also say that sometimes the messy shit will come out in the cards. It's never to offend you. It's never to belittle you. The last thing I want to do is come on this channel, come on this app, and belittle or offend anyone. But we have to be able to take a look at the truth. Yeah, somebody has to be able to tell us the truth in order to evolve, in order to heal, in order to grow. If we don't, we stay stuck. We stay unhealed, unevolved, repeating patterns, making the same fucking mistakes over and over again. And then you wondering why shit ain't working out the way you wanted to work it out. You want it to work out. It's because you're not taking the time to look at within, to look at yourself. Sometimes you got to change your mind. You got to change your perspective. You got to change the way you're thinking. Yeah, it's all about your mindset. How you're thinking, how you're seeing shit. Yeah, sometimes you got to take a look within yourself, in order to change. What's that saying? In order to change the world, we have to change ourselves. Yes, in order for change to happen, Libra, you have to change yourself. Yeah. Be the change that you want to see. Basically, exactly. That's what I just heard. Be the change that you want to see. Yeah. So yeah, again, I'm never here to belittle or offend anyone. It's just that, when Holy Spirit has shit to say, it has to be said. Okay? I get messages through music, and baby, the music, started coming through. Yes. I get messages through music. So if you ever hear me playing a song, trying to sing a song, go on and listen to that song. It's definitely for something. It's not for nothing. The Holy Spirit is trying to convey something to you. It's trying to show you something through that song. I may also get a movie or bring up a situation that's going on in the world that may relate to what Holy Spirit is trying to convey to you. And I'm just getting all Cardi B right now. She is the drama. She's all up and down my timeline. She is spilling the tea. She is doing it all. Her album is hot. Yeah, that's the word for it. Her album is hot. Yeah, so Libra, yeah, it's a lot going on. Yeah. So yeah, I get messages through music, movies, and other situations going on in the world or with other people. Take it as it resonates. Let me say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you for watching. If you have not, please subscribe to my channel. I would so appreciate it. Please like, please comment, please share. It will help get the messages out to other folks that may want to hear some type of, tarot reading, some type of healing message or word. Yes. So, yes, please share, please comment, please like. Again, please subscribe. Thank you for the folks that have already subscribed. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right, let's get into this. We are in Libra season, air sign season. So we starting out with the Libras. Then I'm gonna do Gemini and Aquarius, my air signs, the intellectual folks of the zodiac. Yes, air signs are very intellectual. Air signs are the swords. Yeah. Swords is all about your mental health, your mental well-being, how you're thinking, how you're communicating, your morals, your values, your common sense. Yeah, it's all about the mind. You Libra are an air sign. A sword. It's all about the mind. Yeah. And let's not forget, y'all carry those swords, you carry those knives. Your words cut and dice. Or you could physically cut and dice. Oh shit. Yes, especially with all this conflict and competition and arguing and fighting going on in the middle of your entire spread, baby. Yeah. Things could get pretty dangerous. Yeah. Alright, let's go on and get into this shit. Some of the songs I had. So I had 2 Lloyd songs, Girls Around the World featuring Lil Wayne. That I had, I'm not even sure what the name of it is. But Lloyd was saying, please accept me for who I am. I just want to be true. I think the song is called True. You just want to be true to yourself, Libra. You just want to be true to yourself. And people got to accept you for who you are. You're not trying to be nobody else other than yourself. Baby, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Please accept me for who I am. 'Cause all I wanna be is true. I feel like I need to go hear that song now. But in the sake of time, I'm gonna keep moving. And then Queen Mariah Carey came on through. Queen Mariah Carey, she's an Aries. You do got a couple wands out here too. Wands is fire energy. Aries, Leo, and Sag. So Queen Aries, Queen Mariah, I had the song, Why You So Obsessed With Me? Yeah. I'm telling you, they are obsessed with you, Libra. They are checking you out. They want to know what's going on in your life. They want to know what you got on. They want to know what you're driving, where you're living, how your house, baby, who you fucking, who's your baby daddy and your baby mama. They want to know because they are obsessed with you. They are obsessed with you, Libra. And then I had another Mariah Carey song. It's called Dangerous. She said she liked them dangerous types. Libra, I feel like you like them dangerous types. You like them dangerous gangster street prison dudes. Yeah. But she was saying, basically, they can't hold her down. They can't hold her back. She's gonna live her life. So yeah, tap on in. Then I had Paid in Full by Eric B and Rakim for all the old school hip hoppers. Yeah, I had Paid in Full. He said, I'm thinking of a master plan. 'Cause ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. Baby, Libra, I feel like y'all thinking of a master plan. What's your master plan, Libra? Yeah. He said, I thought of all the devious things I did, so I might just search for a 9 to 5. I feel like maybe now you want that 9 to 5. Now you want that clean money, that washed money. You don't want that dirty money no more. 'Cause that dirty money done got you into some shit. So now you trying to clean it up. Yeah. You want to be paid in full, thinking of a master plan. You might just be searching for that 9 to 5. Yes. What else did I have? I had Paid in Full. That makes me think of the movie Paid in Full. There's been a lot of drama about that movie between Dame Dash, 50 Cent, and Cameron. But the movie is from back in the day, like the late 90s, early 2000s. And it's actually based on a true story about these dudes that grew up in Harlem. They were drug dealers, hustlers, what have you. But they were supposedly friends, but they ended up betraying one another. Rico felt that, he wasn't put on the way Mitch was put on when it came to Ace, so Rico shot freaking Mitch, and yeah. And then Ace got shot too. But that was by his sister's boyfriend. So you gotta be careful here, Libra. It's a lot of betrayal going on here. People that want to do harm. People that want to do harm. And I'm saying that that's my nervous giggle, because I'm nervous. I feel like people want to do harm. People want to hurt. People are betraying. Yeah, so you got to be careful with these snakes in the grass. Yeah. What other songs did I have? Thinking of a master plan. And then I had Dream Girls. I started thinking about the movie Dream Girls with that part in the movie when he started singing Patience, little sister. Yeah, you gotta have some patience. You gotta have some patience, Libra. I know it's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot of animosity, a lot of envy. But you gotta have patience. Yeah, you gotta have patience. So the movie Dreamgirls was about a girl group, and they kicked one of the members out, Effie. And Effie was actually fucking around with the manager, who ended up going with one of the other dream girls, played by Beyonce, Dina. Yeah, so Effie ended up pregnant. I think his name was Curtis. Ended up pregnant by Curtis, but he kicked her out the group. And Curtis ended up going with Dina. But yeah, they did Effie dirty. But in the end, Effie got her fucking get back. That's why you gotta have patience, because it's going to come back around. I think I just had this with the Taurus reading. The Taurus reading dealt a lot with karma. What goes around comes around. How people treat you is their karma. How you respond is your karma. Yeah, so you gotta pay attention to how you're responding to people that do you dirty and do fucked up shit, because you don't want to fuck up your karma by trying to do them dirty. Yeah. But yeah, Effie got her shit, got her get back in the end. It just takes a little patience. It just takes a little patience. Alright. Let me see. What else did I have? I think that's it. That's it. Baby, this Page of Swords came out about 4 damn times, Libra. So whenever I see page cards, I think of children, because pages are children. So I say, honor your inner child. Have some fun. Do something that inner child always wanted to do. It could be going to Disney World. It could be going to France, to Paris, learning how to knit, whatever it is. You just want to honor your inner child and do something that you've always wanted to do. You want to be having fun. I also speak about childhood healing. So there may be some things from your childhood that need some healing, that you need to revisit, or you could just be thinking about your childhood and how much fun you had when you were a child. Either way, you want to be healing your inner child and honoring your inner child. Yes. But this is you, Libra. This is you. So with pages, I always talk about, learning and being curious. Libra, I feel like you're learning, you're curious, you're maybe even going back to school. You could be reading books on communicating. Yeah, because the Page of Swords is all about communicating, exposing shit, basically. Yeah, communicating, exposing shit. You're thinking of a master plan, and you could be reading books to assist you with this master plan, going back to school, talking to advisors, what have you. But it's about learning. It's about learning. It's about having fun. It's about honoring your inner child. It's about healing your inner child. It's about communicating. It's about exposing shit. The Page of Swords speaks a lot about social media, podcasts, writing books, public speaking. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of shit is coming out right now, Libra. And, not to keep going back to Cardi, but yeah. Baby girl is clocking that tea. She is exposing that tea, and a lot of shit is coming out. And, I'm just appalled by the fact that Offset is so envious and jealous. This is a woman that you married, that you loved, and where did all this envy and hate come from? Yeah, I don't like it. And now he expects her to pay his taxes and give him millions of dollars and properties and shit that she worked hard for. Yeah. It's a lot of conflict going on. Yeah. And that shit is going to have to be dealt with in court. I feel like a lot of shit is in the courts right now, Libra. But have patience. It will work out in your favor. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's a very complicated situation. You got 3 children together, and my concern is, she's with another Sagittarius, and he got about 3 other babies on the way. Like, oh, child, I listen and I don't judge, but I can honestly say I wouldn't want to be in that situation. I would not. I would not, Libra. So yeah, it's all about common sense. You got to use your common sense and pay attention to the red flags. And by golly, if you just, dating and having sex for pleasure and fun, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Yeah, I will say Sagittarian men, they are ladies' men. They are ladies' men, baby. The ladies love the Sagittarius men. And if you tie a Sagittarius man down, even a woman, a Sagittarius woman, If you tie them down, baby, you good. Because they like their freedom, and they like to roam. And like I said, they are ladies men and ladies women. They like to flirt. They like the attention. Yeah. And for a Libra sign such as yourself, that shit just ain't gonna fly. Not at all. Yeah, I'm thinking about Ashanti now. Ashanti's a Libra. She's with Nelly. Nelly is a water sign. That's toxic. Yeah, it's just a lot of toxic shit going on with Libra right now. And you gotta have patience with yourself. You gotta have patience with yourself. Look, this is deep thought, contemplation. Yeah, thinking of a master plan. Yeah, you really gotta use your mind. You really gotta use your mind. You really gotta use your brain. You really gotta use your common sense in this season. Yes, and like I said, you're an air sign, Libra. Um, Air signs are the intellectual signs, the mental signs. Yeah, pay attention to your mental health. Talk to someone. Life coaches, therapists, counselors, even someone of the cloth. Look, we got a priest out here, the high priestess, baby. Yes. She's someone of the cloth. They are counselors too. Yeah. Talk to someone. There's a lot of things going on mentally. Yeah. All right, let's go on and get into this. Yes, Libra, be careful. Be careful when it comes to matters of the heart and people spinning the block, wanting to come back into your life. It's toxic. It's toxic. I'm just picking up on toxic shit. Yeah. So while I was shuffling, the Strength card came out and the Page of Swords came out. I'm telling you, this Page of Swords dropped like 4 times. So the Strength card speaks a lot about having radiant health, having radiant, beautiful health. It speaks about your inner power, your strength, your tenacity, your boldness, your compassion. Yes, you have to focus. It speaks about your influence, your bravery, and your courage. Libra, you are very brave. Yeah, your courage is phenomenal. Your courage is phenomenal. To speak on shit that you don't even have to speak on. That's none of nobody's damn business anyway. But you have that bravery, you have that courage, you have that confidence to speak on this shit. Yeah, and it says something about influence. Yeah, the Strength card speaks a lot about influence, having influence over people. And right before I started this reading, I was thinking about Cardi B. I was thinking about Megan Thee Stallion. I was thinking about Nicki Minaj. So Megan Thee Stallion, she's an Aquarius. That's an air sign. Nicki Minaj, she's a fire sign. She's a Sag. Cardi is a Libra, air sign. That girl Bia, that Cardi dissed in her song, she's a Leo, which is a fire sign. Imagine if that fire and that air came together. Baby, you talking about a powerful influence, a powerful impact. You talking about fireworks. That will be beautiful for the young ladies of today to see. Fire and air, women, working together and getting along. Yeah, that would be a beautiful thing if that all those fire signs and air signs came together, baby. That would be a powerful impact on the young ladies of today. But instead, what are we showing them? We're showing them competition. Yeah, we're showing them drama, fighting, arguing. Who has more than the other? Who's better than the other? Yeah. Baby, I'm telling you, we got to come together and work together for the younger generation. Yeah. If those ladies, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Bia, Remy, all them other female rappers, if they all came together, that fire and air would make a beautiful impact on the younger ladies today. We got to start showing these young ladies something different. We can't be I'm gonna fuck this nigga, get pregnant by this nigga, do this with that nigga, and all. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. We should be finding relationships that lift us up, where we encourage one another and love one another. Relationships are not relationships anymore. No, they're not. Relationships are not relationships anymore. It's about what you can get out of the relationship, and then on to the next. Yeah. Marriage is not marriage anymore. It's not. Marriage is a fucking contract. Okay, I'm gonna get this. You gonna get this. If we break up, if we divorce, yeah, it's crazy. Instead of working together, instead of staying together and working the shit out, you divorce nowadays. Yeah. What's that song by Al Green? Let's stay together, loving you ever, ever. Times are good or bad, and happy or sad. Yeah, folks don't stay together anymore. The first instance, the first instance of a problem, you're ready for divorce. Yeah. Ask your grandmamas and your grandpapas that been married for 40, 50, 60 years. You think everything was peaches and roses them 50, 60 years? Hell no. Grandma knew she had them kids to take care of, and Papa knew he had a family to take care of. So they stayed together. Yeah. But that's just not happening this day. And the folks that's getting hurt the most, the kids. Like I said, Stefan Diggs, whatever his name is, how you have 3 babies in 1 fucking year. That shit is diabolical. Yeah, that shit is diabolical. But I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to listen. Yes, indeed. But yeah, the strength card. Back to the strength card. Yeah, but it's all about influence, bravery, courage, having radiant health, your inner power. It speaks a lot about determination, taking control, confidence, having the confidence to overcome challenges or doubts. Yeah, you got to be confident. You got to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. It speaks a lot about your gut reactions. It's normal to feel anger. It's normal to feel anger, rage, sadness, guilt, even shame. I could just imagine the shame that Cardi, is feeling now, being pregnant by this man that has 3 other babies on the way, still being married to her husband. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. So yeah, it speaks a lot, Libra, about feeling anger, rage, sadness, guilt, even shame. But it's what you do with these emotions. What are you doing with these emotions, Libra? Approach it from a place of forgiveness. There's that big word, forgiveness. Approach it from a place of forgiveness, love, and compassion. Yeah. You know what? The forgiveness is not for the people that hurt us and do us dirty. Libra, the forgiveness is for you, so that you can forgive yourself and heal yourself and move on. Yeah, they did you dirty. But forgive them. It's for you. It's for you so that you can heal and move on with your life and be happy. Yeah. Approach from a place of forgiveness, love, and compassion. Yeah, it suggests therapy. Yeah. Therapy to cope with strategy. Therapy for coping strategies. Yeah, therapy can give you coping strategies, how to cope with these emotions that you have. Like I said, it may be anger, it may be rage, it may be sadness, it may be guilt, it may even be shame. Maybe it's depression. And here, like I said, this swords is you. It's depression. Yeah. So yeah, definitely suggesting therapy. It says you have a quiet influence. Yeah, you have a quiet influence to persuade and control without excessive force. No one knows is you calling the shots. Yeah, it's like you have this quiet influence to persuade others, to control situations without excessive force. No one knows is you calling the shots. It speaks about loyalty. Baby, you got loyalty right here. It speaks about loyalty and being solid. Being solid. Um, Enduring life's obstacles with maturity and composure. You want to be enduring life's obstacles with maturity and composure. Right after that, the Page of Swords came out. Like I said, the Page of Swords speaks a lot about being curious. Being curious. It speaks about new ways of communicating, being thirsty for knowledge. New ways of communicating and being thirsty for knowledge. Bursting with ideas and plans for the future. You got to be strong. Again, Libra, you got to be strong. You got to have confidence. You got to believe in yourself. You could definitely make this shit happen. Yeah. You can find new ways to communicate. You can find that knowledge you're looking for. You can make your ideas and your plans and projects a reality. You just have to have confidence. You have to believe in yourself. You have to be patient. It's not going to happen overnight. Yeah. And yeah, again, reach out to life coaches, therapists, and people that can give you um, tools and strategies. Yeah, for the shit that's going on. Yeah. Alright, that's how we starting this shit out. Let's go on and get into it. First out, we got authenticity. Keeping it real, being yourself. Yeah, you're your own individual. You are unique. Yeah. It's all about self and love. Make sure you are loving yourself. Don't let the people that are doing you dirty and trying to bring you down, trying to humble you. Don't let them, what's the word? Don't let them get the best of you. Yeah. Don't let them get the best of you, Libra. You are your own individual. You are unique. You got to love your unique self. You got to love on you. Yeah. I don't know all this haters and envy, trying to humble you, this jealousy. Baby, you got to stay strong, Libra. Yeah, because I feel like they on you. They on you and they on you bad. And you got to stay strong. You got to stay real to yourself. You have to keep it authentic. Keep it a buck. As they say, keep it a buck. You have to stay real and authentic. And show yourself some love. Give yourself some grace. Some mercy. Yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. Baby. That unique card is giving me that other oracle card. Unique. It's called unique. You are different. You are different. You are not like everybody else, and everybody else is not like you. You are different. Okay? You got to love your differences. We are not put on this earth to be the same, to be alike. We are put on this earth to be different, to be unique. Yeah, and we have to honor our uniqueness. Yeah. On that card, there's a rainbow. So I always talk about the rainbow and God, remembering his promises. I feel like you've been praying for things to happen. I feel like it's going to happen. That rainbow is a sign that God remembers his promises. And what he has for you will be for you. You could be praying for something that God doesn't want for you. Yeah. So whatever God has for you is for you, Libra. Okay. I also get into the LGBTQ community with that rainbow. I feel like some of you could be coming out about your sexuality, or maybe you are a part of that community. Honor yourself. Point blank and period. Honor yourself. Don't hide yourself. Honor yourself. Okay. Next we got loyalty, baby. Responsibility, relationships, construct, self-care. I just said, show yourself some love, give yourself some care. Yeah, I spoke about loyalty with that movie Paid in Full, where a bunch of friends ended up betraying each other and unaliving each other, trying to unalive each other. Yeah, baby, who are your loyal ones? Who are your loyal ones? Be careful, because I really feel like there are some snakes in the grass. Ooh, hold on. Keep your grass cut low so you can recognize those snakes when you see them. And who are you loyal to? Who are you loyal to, Libra? Now I'm getting Kendrick Lamar, King Gemini. Tell me who you loyal to. Does it start with your lover and your friends? Who are you loyal to? Who is loyal to you? This is stuff you got to recognize. Because I'm definitely feeling like some people need to be removed. Or you need to remove yourself from some betrayal type shit. Yeah. Lastly, we got solitude, contemplation, quiet, clarity, and renewal. We got the same thing right here. Contemplation, quiet, retreating. Yeah, maybe you're going on a vacation for your birthday, a birthday retreat, a couples retreat, a medical retreat, but we'll get into it. But it's time for some clarity. It's time for some quiet. It's time for some peace. I'm almost getting a hermit card. maybe it's time for you to cut off the world and go into hermit mode so you can do some meditating and some soul searching and just figuring shit out. Yeah, most definitely. All right, so let's see. We got, like I said, the page of swords here. Like I said, this is you, Libra. It's all about curiosity, looking for new ways to communicate, being thirsty for knowledge, being excited for the future, excited about projects. I don't know if you have kids. This could be your kid. Yeah, that's thirsty for knowledge, finding new ways to communicate. But it speaks about needing something else to follow through and keep up the pace. You got to keep up the pace. You got to have something else to follow through. It speaks a lot about communicating and learning from your slip-ups. Learning from your slip-ups and not repeating the same shit over and over again. Yeah. If you had a relationship that was cheating and jealousy and envy, baby, you got to be careful with the next one. You got to learn from your slip-ups. Learn from your mistakes. It says share your message. Yeah, share your messages. Follow your passion. Even if others are not thrilled, follow your passion. It speaks a lot about social media, public speaking, writing books. Yeah, I feel like, Libra, you are definitely maybe writing a tell-all book, or maybe have a podcast, where you speak on a lot of different issues and material going on. It's just a lot with social media here, public speaking. I really feel like things are being exposed. The truth is coming out. It could be through social media. It could be through a podcast. It could be through a book that you're writing. Yeah, but it's like you're telling your truth. You're exposing the tea. Yeah, you're exposing the tea, and the truth is coming out. Yeah. It also speaks about kids. Kids could be too much to handle, a bit mouthy, but have a lot to share and can teach you something. Kids teach you how to be a little carefree. I told you, whenever I see page cards, it's time to have some fun. It's time to be a little carefree. It is your birthday season. Have some fun. Stay open to children and their enthusiasm. Yeah. Stay open to children and their enthusiasm. Have a little fun. Be a little carefree for a day. Leave your cares behind for a day and have some fun. We got a knight here, a knight of wands. So whenever I see knights, I think of male energy. Yeah, it's like the knight in shining armor coming in on his horse to save the day. He wants to be the hero. Yeah. And this is in Wands. So like I said, Wands is fire energy. Sag, Leo, and Aries. And baby, Libra, if you got a man or a woman in your life that's a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries, baby, that's straight compatibility. If you're mature enough, because when you get immature individuals like Offset, immature, Sagittarius, it's not going to work. It's about maturity and working together and compromising. Like I said, and staying together, working it out, like grandma and grandpa from back in the day. But like I know times are different. Times are different. Shit is not like it used to be. Yeah. Then you know you get this immature person in your life acting like a child. You know, it's probably exposing shit about you, telling all your business, and here you are, depressed and contemplating. Yeah. Shit, probably needing to go into some type of medical facility. When I get the Four of Swords, I always get the movie Lady Sings the Blues, which was about the jazz singer Billie Holiday. Yeah, she was played by Diana Ross. So, Billie Holiday started out as I want to say stripper, but it wasn't a strip. It wasn't technically a stripper. It was like she worked in this. My grandmother. Is it a brothel? I think it's a brothel, but my grandmother called it a whorehouse. I don't want to call it a whorehouse because I want to use the appropriate word. I think it's called a brothel. You know, where women work and they please, you know, the clients that come. Yeah. So Billie Holiday, she started out, you know, working in a brothel, but across the street there was like a jazz club, and one day she strolled on over there, and piano man played the piano at the jazz club, and he got her to go up there and sing. And ever since then, that's how she started her singing career. But, you know, she had a problem. She had a problem with drugs and alcohol. You know, she had a hard knock life. She really did. So she ended up in this medical facility. You know, she had to go away to this medical facility so that she can sober up and heal and get her health together. So, yeah, I'm definitely picking up on, you know, maybe going through some type of medical treatment, you know, Libra, where you can heal mentally and physically. I'm also getting vacation, taking a vacation, you know, just like I said, to be carefree for a little while and to have some fun. I'm also getting retreats. It could be a couples retreat where you go, you know, on a retreat with your significant other and work on your relationship. It could be a religious retreat where you go and, you know, for religious things, you know. But it's definitely time for a break. It's definitely time for a break here. And this Knight of Wands, like I said, it's male energy, and it's backing up this page card. I don't know. I'm getting an immature man here. An immature man, a dangerous man, an aggressive man, an abusive man. You know, and you want to protect your children from this man as well. Yeah. There's something going on here with a relationship and children. And I feel like your children need to be protected. But let's get into this Nine of Wands. It speaks about being energetic. It speaks about being courageous, charming, fearless. It also speaks about being hot-tempered, rebellious. So, you know, this could be traits that you have as well, Libra. You know, being hot-tempered, rebellious, being courageous, being fearless, being a free spirit, being hasty, being adventurous, being confident, self-assured, brave, a flirt, traveling, being swept off your feet. Yeah. Yeah. This man could be sweeping you off your feet too. Yeah. But you want to be confident. You want to be confident, and you want to be brave, and you want to be courageous, especially when it comes to your ideas and planning for the future in your children. Yes, if you have children. And then we have, like I said, the four swords here. The swords speaks a lot about religion and rest. Yeah, religion, rest, meditation, recuperation. I feel like there's some recuperation going on here. Um, there's some healing going on here. It could be from your childhood. It could be from a relationship. It could be some healing going on with your child if you're a parent. Like I said, I'm picking up on children. There's a lot of contemplation. There's a lot of thinking going on. But the thing is, you have to rest. You have to rest. You must recharge before your next venture. Yeah. It speaks about constant stress and tension will break down even the hardest person. Constant stress and tension will break down even the hardest person. Give yourself a break, Libra, before you break down. Yeah. It speaks about trauma, breakup, financial shit, family, health problems. Take a step back to regain your perspective. Take some time off. Retreat. Isolation. Then I talk about the Hermit card. It's time for isolation. It's time for quiet. It's time for peace. It's time for solitude. It's time for solitude, Libra. It's time for peace and quiet. You gotta calm your mind. Yeah. Now is not the time to make decisions. Stay silent and inactive. To build your mental strength. Clear your mind of clutter, meditation. Take meditation courses. It speaks about replenishing your strength. Spend time connecting with your higher self. Yeah. It's time for a time apart from others after painful losses. Yeah. There's been some painful losses, Libra, and you got to take some time out for yourself. You got to show yourself some love. Even speaking about it, like I said, podcast, social media, speaking about it, writing books, that's healing as well. Yeah. You just gotta take action. Yeah. The Knight of Wands speaks about pursuing your ideas, taking action, being motivated, having a clear vision, being bold and courageous. Like I said, don't let people humble you. Don't let people humble you and talk you out of your ideas. Pursue your ideas. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. We gotta move on to the middle piece because baby, there we go with the betrayal, the stabbing in the back, the jealousy, the conflict, the envy, the fighting, the arguing, baby. Here we go. And then we got the High Priestess here like, I'm not playing with y'all. Cut this shit the fuck out. She goes by the book. Look, she got the cross around her neck. She's like, I'm rebuking this bullshit. It's time to rebuke the bullshit, Libra. It's time to rebuke the bullshit. It's time to go by the book. It's time to cut the shit. Cut the nonsense. Alright, let's go on and get into it. Yeah. So, like I said, in the middle we got the Five of Wands. This is all about competition, conflict, tension, argument, aggression, rivals, enemies, disagreement, struggle, fighting, battles, clashing egos. Yeah, that's like I was talking about Nicki and Cardi and Megan and Bia and yeah, all those clashing egos when you should really be coming together. Yeah, the Five of Swords speaks about hearing one another out and working together, everybody having a unique contribution. Instead of going against one another, work together. Yeah, but instead, we got all this backstabbing. And this is the sword. This is you, Libra, backstabbing. Painful endings, loss and betrayal. Oh, why they do me like this? And I'm so stabbed in the back. I'm so betrayed. Yeah. Um. Oh, unruliness, pent up energy, lack of cooperation. Yeah, that's what it is. A lack of cooperation, a lack of working together. We have to work together. We have to learn from one another and teach one another. It's called mentorship. It's the circle of mentorship. Someone teaches me, I teach somebody, then they teach somebody, and then everybody's learning from one another and teaching one another. Yeah, instead of arguing and fighting and being in competition with one another. Yeah. Yeah. It's time for harmony. It's time for peace. It's time for truce. It's time for agreement. It's time for compromise. Yeah, and the high priestess is here to tell you I'm not fucking playing. Yeah, in this shit. In this drama. In all this fucking drama, all this fighting, all this arguments, all this petty bullshit. Yeah, it's time for it to end. Yeah. So the Ten of Swords speaks about grieving. Grieving from a painful ending. It could be a job loss. It could be a divorce. It could be the death of someone. But something out of the blue has rocked your world. You could be thinking, will I find love again? Will I be able to trust again? Yeah. Oh, look, it speaks about cheating, nasty rumors, betrayed trust. Cheating, nasty rumors, betrayed trust. It's a whole bunch of drama. It's a whole bunch of drama. And it's time for it to stop. Yeah. And you know, in Libra, you know it's time for it to stop. Actually, you want it to stop. Libra, you want it to stop. You want it to end. You want a peaceful, quiet, soft girl life. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let them have it. Yeah, sometimes you gotta let them have it, baby. I know it's frustrating, you know, when people are constantly coming at you, but sometimes you just gotta let them have it. Yeah, because you know it's the end. You can't change others' reaction, but you can change how you respond. I spoke about that in the beginning. Yeah, it's karma. It's karma. How people treat you is their karma. How you respond is your karma. Yeah. Pick yourself up and move forward. Pick yourself up and move forward, baby. You can no longer resist the change. Let the shit hit the fan. And the thing about letting the shit hit the fan is, you see the light at the end. You see the light. You see the light. The truth comes to light. You know that it's a wrap. And you can begin to heal. And you can learn from your mistakes. It's time to evolve to your full potential. With the High Priestess, you got to follow your intuition. Yeah. The High Priestess speaks a lot about sacred knowledge, things being hidden, things being a mystery. The High Priestess is a teacher of sacred knowledge. She lets you know what it is. Things you may not know, she gonna let you know what it is. Yeah. The world is not as it seems. Information is hidden. Be still and tune in. Connect with your intuition. This is a very spiritual card. Like I said, this woman is of the cloth. Yeah, she's of the cloth. She's a counselor. She's a priest, a pastor, a therapist, a life coach. And she's not playing. She does not play. She's rebuking the bullshit. It's time to cut this shit. Go by the book. Do what you need to do. Yes. Follow your intuition for answers. It speaks a lot about meditation. Whenever I talk about meditation, I talk about yoga. Taking meditation classes or courses. Going to the gym. Praying. Yeah, praying is meditation. Going to the gym is meditation. You know, working out, blowing off some steam, blowing off some of that anger and rage and guilt and shame that we spoke about in the beginning. Go to the gym. Pray. Chant. I'm not sure what your religion is, but take it as it resonates. It's time to tap in with yourself, Libra, and get yourself together. It says feel rather than think. What do you feel What do you feel? How do you feel? Get out of your head. Feel rather than think. Collaborate rather than compete. Oh my God. Collaborate rather than compete. I already talked about it. I already talked about it. You know what it is. We're gonna end over here. This is different over here. This is different. We got Pentacles out here. Pentacles is all about money. It's in reverse. So there's some type of poor money management going on here, where you're depending on other people to take care of you, or someone is depending on you to take care of them. Take it as it resonates. There's dependency going on here. But the Nine of Pentacles speaks a lot about self-sufficiency. You know, taking care of yourself, depending on yourself. But it's in reverse. So it's depending on other people. It's poor money management. It's living beyond your means. It's having your guard up. Living a fake lifestyle. Yeah, having your guard up, living a fake lifestyle, living beyond your means, depending on other people to take care of you, managing your money poorly. And then we got a king, baby. We got a king here. So whenever I see kings, I think of husbands. I think of fathers, grandfathers, brothers. Take it as it resonates, is male energy. This king is in cups. Cups is water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's all about your emotions and feelings. This king has mastered emotions and feelings. He wants to teach you how to master your emotions and feelings. Yeah. This is an elder. Like I said, this is an older man. This is an older man. He's an elder. He's seasoned. He's seasoned, baby. He's got his emotions in check. He can teach you how to get your emotions in check. Yes. He's compassion. He's compassionate. He's diplomatic. It speaks about staying calm in the storm. Libra, you have to stay calm in the storm. Have patience. Because like I said in the beginning, it's going to come back to you and you're going to win. Yeah, you have to stay calm in the storm. Have patience. It speaks about keeping power and control while balancing your feelings. Keeping power and control while balancing your feelings. As soon as you act out of power, you've given your power away. As soon as you have acted out of character, yeah, you've given them what they wanted. You've given those enemies and jealous haters what they wanted. They got you to act out of your character, and you gave them your power. So this King of Cups speaks a lot about balancing your feelings and keeping your power and your control. Steer clear of drama. Do not let things get to you. Keep a level head. Here we go again. Mentor, coach, spiritual guide. Yeah, it's time to speak to a spiritual guide, a mentor, a therapist, a coach. Yeah, to help you master your emotions and feelings, to help you stay calm during a storm so that you're not giving your power away. Because that's exactly what the fuck they want. They want you to give your power away, and then you want to surround yourself with love. People that love you, friends. Look, they're toasting it up, having a good old time. Yeah. So the Three of Cups, so here we are. We're in emotions and feelings now. The Three of Cups speaks about celebrations and friendships and collaborations and being happy and joy and celebration. Oh, I always get like marriage. I get baby shower. Some of you could be pregnant. And having a baby shower. You, like I said, Cardi B is pregnant. You know, but it's about surrounding yourself with love. I feel like there's an event that's going to happen, and you're going to be surrounded by love, people that are happy for you, people that are cheering you on, people that are toasting to your happiness. Yeah, that's what you want to surround yourself with. Love. Yeah, always get the movie Waiting to Exhale. You know, friendships, friendships that lift you up. Yes. So the Three of Cups speaks about friendship, collaboration, joy, celebration, honor, honoring and appreciating and respecting one another, being bound by emotional connection and friendship, lifting each other up. Each friendship, each friend having a unique contribution. Yeah. I feel like there's some friends that are lifting you up, Libra. You're going through a lot. You're going through a lot, and your friends and your family are lifting you up. Yeah. It speaks about an abundant harvest. If at first you don't succeed, you know what it is. Dust yourself off and try again. It speaks about crying. Crying is part of the healing process. Crying is healing. Crying is healing. Let those tears fall. Yeah, it speaks a lot about hurt and pain and keeping your head up. And surrounding yourself with joy and respect. People that respect you and make you happy. That's where you need to be putting your focus. Yeah. I don't know, with this King of Cups is sticking out to me. This is an elder, baby, and it's male energy. There's some type of male here. There's an older man here, Libra. Yes. And I want to say it could be a father. Yeah, I want to say it could be a father or a grandfather, maybe even, some type of life coach, that is mentoring you with your emotions and feelings. Let's go a little deeper financially, because it is backing up this Nine of Pentacles where there's some type of dependency going on. So the King of Cups speaks about financial security. Yeah. It speaks about decision making. I feel like there's some decisions you need to make when it comes to your money. It also speaks about exercising caution when it comes to your money. Yeah, this is a sympathetic, sincere man, some type of advisor, I don't want to say he feels sorry for you, but he's very sympathetic. He's very sincere. He wants to help you. He gives sound advice when it comes to your finances. But it speaks a lot about balancing your wants and your practical needs. We have to balance, Libra, the things we want and the things we actually need. I don't know why I'm getting Remy and Pap right now. I don't know. I'm getting relationships. So first I had Cardi and Offset, Cardi and Stephon Diggs. That's like a whole third party situation going on. Now I'm getting Remy and Pap, and then there's Clarissa Shields. That's a whole third party situation. I don't know. You gotta be careful with water signs though. Water and air is very toxic. Hold on. Yeah, you gotta be careful with water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. They present themselves as very sympathetic and loving, but underneath it all, I think they have another agenda, because I'm just thinking about Remy and Pap. Pap is a Pisces and Remy is a Gemini. And I feel like Pap, he always had like an agenda when it came to Remy and her money. Yeah. I feel like somebody has an agenda here, Libra, when it comes to your money. Yeah. I feel like Pap used Remy for her money, and as soon as she cut him off from the money, then that's when the problems began. Yeah, she moved on. She moved on too. And then he begged her. I used to watch Love and Hip Hop, and he would always, when you gonna have my golden child? Be careful. Be careful with men that beg you to have their child. There is an underlying agenda. Okay, be careful with men that beg you to have their child. Yeah, it's like they wanna use having a child as a trap, as a way to trap you, so that they always have access to you and your money. Yeah, dependency. Yeah, I feel like there's some type of man, Libra. Like I said, it could be a husband, it could be a father, a brother. But he is depending on you. He is trying to trap you. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and then you gotta surround yourself with some love. You gotta surround yourself with some love. You gotta exercise caution when it comes to your money. Um, Make careful decisions when it comes to your money. And just make sure you're securing the bag. Yeah, make sure you're securing the bag. Make sure you're reaching out to financial advisors that can mentor you on your finances. And help you work on balancing your wants and your needs. And be careful with relationships, because I feel like there's a man here, and he's trying to love bomb you. Yeah, he's trying to love bomb you into having babies so that he always has access to you and your money. Yeah, what we got at the bottom of the deck before I get up out of here? The Eight of Wands. Look. Yeah, I don't know who this is, but get the fuck away. Look, she is on her wands and she is flying off quickly through the air. Yeah, get away from this situation. Hold on, my child is here. But yeah, Libra, we ended it with the Eight of Wands. It's time to get on. It's time to get on that plane. I feel like, yeah, some of you going on some travel. Yeah, you're getting away. You're getting away from the bullshit. It's hermit mode time. It's Libra season, but it's also hermit mode time. It's hermit mode time. It's time to focus on you. It's time to focus on you and do some meditating and some soul searching. Yeah, it's time to get away from the bullshit. I tell you, the high priestess is not playing. She's rebuking the bullshit. She's going by the book. Yeah, I definitely feel like you have to work with um life coaches, financial advisors, therapists. Yeah, because there's a lot going on mentally. Yeah, and talking to someone helps. Talking to someone helps, and them giving you tools to cope is also a plus. Yeah, but yeah, baby, it's time to get on your plane and fly away. Yeah, fly away, far away. All right, Libra, it is your season. So I'm going to come back and do another bonus reading at some point. But in the meantime, between time, enjoy your season, baby. Rest your mind, and retreat and heal. Give yourself some love and some care. Have some fun. Forget about all the bullshit for a little while. Yes. Yes, indeed. I love y'all, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.